Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer. It is time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today we got the very first pieces of information about the 3.8.0 expansion, which will be coming out early in September. And so I wanted to have a quick look at the announcement of an announcement that came out today. But I will start by saying that we've got nothing concrete beyond this image here that has someone in black and yellow firing what doesn't look like any current skill in the game. So that's basically all we've got that's concrete. And I have no foreknowledge of what will be in the big reveal. I just wanted to talk for people who haven't been through a spoiler season about what to expect over the next little while. So starting about the time that I'm posting this video, various gaming press outlets are getting preview content. Now this will be under a non-disclosure agreement until 2 PM Tuesday Pacific time. So that's Tuesday Arvo in the USA, that's late Tuesday night in Europe, it's early Wednesday morning in Australia and much of Asia, and so for instance it's 7 AM Wednesday for me here in Melbourne. When the NDA drops, we'll get a barrage of info. Now typically there'll be one major trailer with gameplay footage and developer comments. This will be posted on the GGG site, and it will also be posted on a new page that they will put up. So it'll be pathofexile.com/ and then whatever the name of the league is. This will be peppered with hidden and not so hidden teasers. So there'll be a lot of stuff in there that will not be apparent on the first time that you watch it. And that'll be stuff that'll be discussed by the community over on the Path of Exile Reddit. Additionally, each media outlet will get a couple of extra pieces of the puzzle. Ultimately, this is a form of GGG's marketing. By giving a different piece, such as a skill gem, a map, tile set, or whatever, to each media outlet, those outlets get clicks from PoE enthusiasts, and then in turn, this exposes those sort of media outlets. It exposes their audience to Path of Exile. So it winds up being good for both the likes of 10 Time Hammer or MMORPG or whatever the sites are now. I haven't really followed gaming press changes over the years, but it exposes their audiences to Path of Exile as well. Now, I'll endeavour to have an initial thoughts video up by about 75 minutes after the trailer hits. No promises on that, but that's my plans. I will be working that day, so I'll be working from 8 till 4:30, so I don't have very long to prepare that video. My video will miss things. I'll be watching that trailer and giving my commentary as I watch it, and I'll also be having a browse through the actual site that goes up as well. And that'll have a whole lot of information on it. The Reddit Path of Exile community, and just a warning, this is going to be bright, will be running a page similar to this. This is the Legion version of the compiled information thread. This is an incredible resource. And actually, it's something that's really good to look up if you ever miss a league and you want to find out all the details of what you missed. But this will have all sorts of bits of information, and including hyperlinks to more information or proof of various things as well. As you can see, an absolutely enormous amount of information that's come up. And so there's lots and lots of stuff to go through on that thread. Now that'll start pretty sparse. It'll just have what's been available from the initial time of NDA removal information launch, but then it will get filled up over time. Now there'll be little bits and pieces that are leaked over the following weeks, from that point up to about really 39 hours or so before the release of the league. All sorts of info will dribble out. But most of the things that matter the most for endgame theory crafting, so this is the Atlas layout, the Zana mods, the gem numbers, and the like, so the actual numbers on skill gems, the damage numbers and the like, that will come late in the process mostly. So build design will have to wait until very near the end. And my recollection of the 3.7 launch is that it wasn't really until about 48 hours to launch that I had all the information necessary to even start serious theory crafting of builds. And so that meant that all of the builds that I was able to put up that were 3.7 ready, they started going up really about 36 hours before the league launched, because I needed time to prepare them. However, by 96 hours out, we had all the Ascendancy overhauls. By about 5 days out, we had the Atlas, so you could start to come up with a whole lot of content about Endgame by then. Typically the first things that will come out, and there'll be a lot of these on next Wednesday or Tuesday if you're in the States, the first information that we'll get will be a whole lot of items So there'll be things like new divination cards. Might be, for instance, that my divination card is in this league. If it is, it may be one of the ones that's previewed, or they may hold it off later. So a lot of the divination cards will be revealed early. A lot of the unique items will be revealed early. And there will be mechanics but no numbers types introductions of a whole lot of skills and features. And then this will be built on and built on. And ultimately, GGG's game here is that they want to build hype. They want people to keep checking out news sites over and over again, because they figure that that will get you to be more likely to end up being excited and play the game. Major nerfs will normally be announced early without numbers, and then the patch notes, which will look something, or the a balance manifesto, something that looks like this, will then give you a whole lot of additional information that will then be able to, tell you the exact details of the nerf. So there'll likely be, for instance, some sort of mention early on that Slayer Cyclone is going to take a little bit of a hit, and then we'll find out how bad that is, either when the patch notes come out or when a balance manifesto comes out. So I'm expecting that Cyclone will take a haircut in damage, Slayer will take a slightly bigger haircut, and that either the Tornado Shot enchant will be reworked, or some parts of the dexterity stacking builds will be nerfed. But this is pure speculation, and who knows, GGG may have a totally different mindset to what I do. Now, one other thing that's unique to League 3.8 is that it's going to be competing with a big new gaming release, and that is World of Warcraft Classic, which may impact the schedule a bit, and so may cause GGG to decide that they want to hold off certain information releases on days that they think everyone will be focused heavily on World of Warcraft Classic, and may cause them to release things on days that they think WoW Classic players will be have their attention more free. Because I do think there'll be a lot of overlap between the audiences of the two games. Now, I'm not expecting that I'll be doing anything heavy. I won't be going in hard in World of Warcraft Classic. I may play it, and I may produce a couple of videos around it, but I'm still going to retain my Path of Exile focus on this channel. You might see, depending on how much I enjoy it, because I'm going to give it a go, I may go for a 75-25 focus, or it may be more 90-10, but time will tell on that front. However, the other possibility, of course, is that Grinding Gear Games may decide to go for an approach of let's concede this quarter to Blizzard and then try to pull people back later. I'm expecting that the only real impact, though, firstly, I don't expect Grinding Gear Games will do that. It would just be some decision that they may end up making. Have all of their staff working heavily on 4.0 and put less work into 3.8 and 3.9 and then try and pull people back later. I think, though, that what they'll do is that they will try to beat Blizzard with, try to keep people that are interested in both games focused on Path of Exile during that period. I think that fits their usual pattern. And I think one of the things that they will do to do so is to offer far better than usual cosmetic rewards for achieving 36 challenges, or whatever the challenge target ends up being. Again, that's pure speculation, but it's something that I think makes a lot of sense for Grinding Gear Games to do. In any case, let me know your thoughts on your wishes for 3.8.0, your hopes, your expectations of what the league is going to be called, and anything about the theme that that you're expecting to see in the comments below. And we will find out the truth in a little bit more than 1 week from now. Anyways, have a good one.